The most controversial figure in crypto, Iggy Azalea.
I don't know everything about trading or launching a coin.
What do you know?
The volume is going to make you money.
Tell me about the Vitalik tweet.
We got beef.
Basically, every celebrity that's coming to crypto is scam.
This can go straight to the FBI.
Sahil. Yo, what is good? It is Thread Guy, and we are live here in Miami, Florida with arguably the most controversial figure in crypto right now. We got Iggy Azalea on the pod. Iggy, thank you so much for coming. I know it's late. How are you doing?
It is late, but it's okay. These are my hours.
Is that you work late usually?
Yeah.
Long day today?
It was long. I had a photo shoot today, but it was cool. It was chill.
Photo shoot?
Yes.
You were saying off camera, but you don't do a lot of podcasts.
No, I do not.
We got a lucky appearance here, but you are a busy person, and I can imagine the past couple weeks, at least in my world, on crypto Twitter, have been fucking wild.
Well, I can only imagine because I've only been here for 6 days, so I'm like, what the hell have you been doing all the other
Has
weeks?
it really only been for 6 days?
Yeah.
You got here 6 days ago?
I've only been
Bro,
here for
what?
6 days.
It feels like a month.
I know.
Are you
It's been 6 days.
Are you sleeping? Like,
Yeah, I didn't sleep for 48 hours straight, but then it's like, I don't like saying that because everyone will be like, she does crack or something, but I don't actually. But I'm just really good at staying awake because I'm used to that from my old job, like being jet lagged in cities and stuff and then having to do it. And
that's a normal occurrence, right? Just like
yeah,
ridiculous
and then sometimes
hours.
like I already have stuff to do in the day, so it's like if I miss the window of sleep, I think it's better to just push.
You just keep
through.
going?
Yeah.
It's only been 6 days. That's fucking unreal.
Days. Yeah, I know.
How have the last 6 days been? Like, I know there's a lot of specific things we have to dive into, but like, let me ask it like this. You've done a lot of like crazy shit in your life. I can imagine some I know about, some I don't. A lot of like high eyeballs, a lot of people watching, a lot of energy, craziness. Like, where does the past like week rank on just your like career?
It's up there.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm like, did I accidentally break the internet again? What the hell is going on? But it's cool. I actually really like it. I want to do this like all the time. I actually really like this. There are some things that I do that like I know I can disrupt and I'll be like, okay, well that was done. It's just a moment, like it's lived its piece. But I'm like, no, I actually really like this. I'm gonna keep annoying everyone.
Is this your?
But I don't know why it's annoying. I'm not doing anything. Other
No,
than what
it's
I'm
actually
supposed to be
incredible.
doing. What is controversial about it?
It's also incredible, and the timeline was fucking boring before you showed up 6 days ago. I'll just say that.
Oh, thank you.
There's like a lot of things to sort of dive in here too, on the whole like mother, your crypto run, the spaces, like the whole thing is fucking wild. How did you get here? Like, did you participate in crypto at all in 2021? Because I know there's a lot of people coming back.
I was a casual person watching, but I've never traded crypto.
Do you remember 2021 on your radar? Like a lot of the industry people are like in crypto, making headlines.
Yeah, because I got pitched so much for it. And
Really?
my business manager sits on the board of directors of a company called Arty.
Yeah.
They do NFT projects and stuff with celebrities, and they were doing a lot of like weird like like metaverse concerts with artists and shit like that.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Exactly. So I would hear about it.
Yeah.
And about like who they were working with on their projects and things like this. So it made me like have questions about it in regard to like who are the community here that's buying this, what is it? Yeah. So I like casually did look and see things happening in the space, trying to just like understand it, because I'm somebody that's interested just in understanding where things are going. I always want
being
to
on the front lines
the
of
wave.
shit.
I want to know the wave.
Yeah.
I don't like to be lost or anything, but I felt like that wasn't something that I organically wanted to get.
Do you feel that like
into.
throughout your career in crypto now, in business and music, anything you've done, like being early, finger on the pulse is like
if I'm not
is
first,
a trend?
I'm last.
If you're not first, you're last?
Yeah.
Wait, so, okay, so you, 2021.
I don't care to do it. It was probably one of the things that made me like not interested in the NFT thing. It's like,
Really?
12 other people don't.
I don't want to do this. All right, but tell me this. All right, so you said
I know I'm not the first person to do this. Like I saw the Caitlyn and the other things, but
Nah.
I think I'm the first one to probably do it right. I'm like, I think I'm doing it differently.
Not being first is base, and we'll talk about it, but answer me this. All right, it's 2021. Everyone is dropping, everybody is dropping collections. Everybody. I think you said your business manager was on the board of one of these.
On the board of Arty, yeah.
I'm sure you were getting just like ridiculous offers to drop a collection. Like, why did you how did you not get involved?
I'm just always careful about who or what I endorse. I have been my whole career. Like, even when I had Fancy or Black Widow, a million, I have like, I think 13 or 14 top 100 entries. I've had a lot of like ample opportunity to work with brands or endorse things. Or
Bro, Fancy has like 1 billion
things.
views on YouTube, 1.5 billion views.
Yeah, I think it's a diamond record. It's
That's
a great
insane.
record. But like, I would always be so anti-endorsement in any way, really particularly like the first 5 years of my career, even like I'm talking about the blow up years. I just was like, I'm here to make music. I'm not here to sell a hairbrush. Like I was very adamant about that. Like I just really did not want to.
It's not normal in the industry, is it?
I don't know, probably not. Like, and I don't think that's bad. Get your bag, I guess, if you want to. But for me, I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to do that. And I think a lot of the reason for that, to be honest with you, is control. Like, I only want to do things that I can control. If I don't want to sell my likeness to somebody and then put my stamp on it because I'm psycho about projects,
as
about every little thing. I want to see the copy. I want to see everything. And really, I'd prefer it be my idea as well, quite frankly. Like, I edit all my music videos and sit in the edits. I'm psycho.
Do you really?
Yes.
Is that normal?
No.
No.
Like, no. All my treatments I've ever done in every music video have been my treatments.
Really?
Yes. Like, I love concepts, you know, and I like to do the unexpected concept.
Yeah.
If you watch my music videos, you can probably see that about it, at least. But, like, you bringing me a concept that's your concept, it's highly unlikely that I'm going to get on board with that because what's in it for me? And that's another reason why I never went into acting, and everyone would be like, we could go acting. I'm like, but again, that respectfully doesn't interest me because I don't want to go and say someone else's script. Like, I don't care.
Would you ever like direct your own? I guess music videos is sort of directing your own film.
Yeah, I think that's like something that I love and would probably take interest in. But a film, you know, that's not something I'm interested in. But I just I'm a control freak, I guess that's what it is. And also I just do this for the fun of it. So what fun would it be if you've already finished your homework? Like, why would I want to do it?
Interesting. I guess just for a little context, I can imagine, obviously, you've seen it, you're living it.
Yeah.
The reception around like Iggy Azalea, Mothercoin, past 6 days has been insane. And I think, because I was here in 2021 for all this chaos with the celebrities, and I think the reason people are so attracted to what you're doing is I was in that first Twitter space that you hosted. There was like 20,000 people in there. It was the biggest crypto Twitter space in a long time.
Yeah.
And it was right on the back end of Rich the Kid and Caitlyn Jenner, which were Sahil coins. It was a mess.
Yeah.
I filmed a pod with Rich the Kid, liked the guy, but it was a mess.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there listening to the space, and you started up, and everyone's like, "Oh God, like another artist coming into crypto, pulling the same bullshit."
Yeah, no.
And I want to say about like 30 minutes through, I was watching the fucking Western Conference Finals, the NBA. I couldn't pay attention because I'm listening to your fucking space. And I want to say about like 30 minutes through, I'm reading the timeline and I'm typing in group chats, and people are like, "Yo, what is the deal with this? Like this like feels different." And then we're an hour in, then we're 2 hours in, then we're 3 hours in, and we're like, "Yo, like she actually sounds like she knows what the fuck she's talking about and is like honestly putting on a masterclass." And I will say that it feels like a little bit of like the 0 to 1 celebrity moment in crypto that we've been waiting for like 4 years, where somebody comes in from the outside world, and like sees the vision the way that like we see it.
Well, I hope that I can. I mean, I think I do. I think I'm on the same page, really, as the community. I do.
I'm like how did you like?
The vision is ultimately
how did you
retail,
get here?
no?
Like I'm
Is that not the
fascinated by it.
vision?
Yeah,
Retail?
always.
Yeah,
And the
that's
thing
my
about it
I
is,
have the same vision.
what is your like coming into that Twitter space? Like, what do you know? 'Cause honestly, like I'm not even here to glaze to suck. Like
Honestly,
it was impressive.
I just was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to hit the green button on it and you can ask whatever you ask. I don't know what I'm going to get asked. And I know I don't know everything, obviously. But
of
like,
course.
I think I know enough. I think I know enough to have done this, obviously. And it is what it is. Like, everybody says that they want to welcome, you know, new people into crypto. I'm like, well, fuck it. I may be a celebrity, but I'm also a new person. So as long as I go in here and organically, like, just tell the fucking truth, I have nothing to hide, then I believe you'll always be okay. Yeah. Like, so I just didn't really have any like hesitancy to go on this space no matter what it would be because I don't have shit to hide. So I'm just gonna thug it. Basically.
And that's what it was based. Is like you were down to be like, I don't know what I don't know, but like tell me what's good.
Then I went on this podcast the next morning. I was like, I didn't even mean to go on that podcast. Someone's like, they're talking shit about you in here. So I just went on it.
The Twitter space?
Some morning
yeah.
space. They're like, celebrities are poor that do this. I was like, hey.
So I actually...
it's me, the poor celebrity I'm not poor. But let's talk. You know what I mean?
So one of the guys that hosts that space, I run a lot of spaces and he's always on my stage.
Yeah.
And he's a little bit like an uptight, he's like a lawyer, like a traditional,
I've
like...
spoken to many lawyers in my
crypto
life.
guy, and he came to space the next morning and he was like, dude, like she might be based, like
well, I appreciate that.
She might actually be based.
Yeah, I just think like it's easy to get defensive about shit like that or walk in a space like that, but at the end of the day, it's like if I'm defensive about that, it only makes you think that I have something to hide. In reality, I have nothing to hide about my intention or what I'm trying to do here. So it's like I just have to meet things like that passively and say my piece, and it's like that's all you can do.
So on the topic of like you being selective over the deals that you take.
Well, I only take deals that have ownership, first of all, ever.
And you're clearly like on top of your shit of what you were taking. Like you know what you're getting yourself into.
Right.
There's this like narrative because basically every celebrity that's coming to crypto is scammed. And what does scam mean? Who knows?
But yeah.
Yeah, like 99 out of 100, like quite literally.
Yeah.
And then the narrative is sort of I didn't know.
In a fucked up way. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because thank you for the opportunity. Because I'm gonna ride this shit so fucking filthily that I'm like, thank you for never doing it right.
Yeah. So one of the things I did learn though in talking to Rich the Kid is I think that there's some blame to be placed on these like weirdo middleman managers.
But
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I don't want to I'm not fully going for that. I'm not fully going for like willful ignorance. I do think there are things that you can do that you can make mistakes, of course. Like, I don't know everything about trading or launching a coin. Like, I should have tweeted my coin straight away. I didn't even know what a stealth launch was until people started saying I stealth launched. And I was like, what the fuck is stealth launch? Because when I launched it, I saw everybody buying it, and I was sitting in a med spa like, oh, it's 1 million. This is crazy. You know what I mean? And my brothers there were fighting about the fact we don't have enough of this fucking coin.
I don't have enough of it. Yeah.
Like, what should we fucking do? But I'm like, I thought that the word was already out, obviously, because I'm seeing it run up. Now I'm like, oh, I stealth launched. Fuck. Okay. Whatever. You know, but I'm like, that's something that I'll say is like a genuinely ignorant, just learning curve mistake that I think is okay for people to make and people will make, you know? And like, then there are like, so you're going into a business deal with someone and you signed paperwork with someone to launch a coin, but you didn't research how to do that or what that meant. I can't really feel empathetic towards you or say, oh, oopsie, I didn't know. Like, so you don't feel responsibility to understand the things you sign or the agreements you sign. You don't think you should know what you're getting yourself into. Fuck everybody else's money that got stolen.
Fuck everybody else.
You don't think that you should figure that out. You're not worried about if you could go to jail for what you're doing or be fined even at that. Like, fuck even the morale. Like, let's look at your own protection. Yeah. Are you that stupid, or did you just think you could get away with this shit? I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not fucking with that as a real answer.
It's a lame ass excuse. See, this is what we fucking needed though.
I just don't think that's valid. Like,
it's because I could say it means nothing. You could say it means something. And then there's the people, oops, I didn't know, 2 goes around. They're on their second run. They did it in 2021 and now they're back. Oh, I didn't know what I tweeted. I just thought it was a promo deal. Like, I didn't realize it was a coin. I didn't realize it was a pump fund.
But even with that, like, so how do you think it works? Like, so you don't understand anything about like this space or like the community or why people want to buy these tokens? Like, have you not thought about that at all? Or like, even with that, like, even if you weren't going to rug, let's say, like, but you're going to come into a space that you were only ever going to tweet once?
And then just dip out.
Why? How is that ever going to be a success for you? So you're ultimately wanting people to buy into something that even if you didn't rug is going to go down to 0. Things go to 0 sometimes, of course. Even when you try your hardest. I understand that. But if you know you're not putting in any effort beyond one tweet, like, why?
I don't know exactly what they're getting paid, but I know it's not a fucking enough to take the hit that they're hitting.
I find that quite baffling, which is why I'm like, okay, I understand the only broke celebrity narrative on that, because it's like you try to find reason as to why, and it's like you kind of come back to that point where you're like, this is the only reason that could make sense for me. I'm like, look, I don't pocket watch people, so I don't know other people's reasoning. I just know whatever it is, it's not like valid to me.
I said you're the most controversial figure in crypto. I didn't mean it. It's exaggerated. But there's someone who might be who I want to ask about.
Okay.
The infamous Sahil.
Yeah.
What's the deal? He was just on Spaces with Caitlyn Jenner.
Bro, that was so weird. I
You're
called
listening
my
to
lawyers immediately and was like, make sure you record that in case it's not being recorded like after the
Yeah,
live,
yeah, yeah.
because this can go straight to the FBI, bro.
So you knew that Space was going on. You were listening
Yeah,
to
I
it.
saw it.
So he launched the Rich Coin
Like, good luck never being allowed in America ever
to do
again.
anything ever again, right?
If it were me, I really like America, okay? I'm picking America.
Just not Miami.
Over wanting to have some weird fake claim about whatever the fuck you're saying. Like, you have a contract that's absolutely not true at all. Never had anything. My manager's never had anything but one conversation. And after that, he was like, that guy seems like kind of scammy. You know what I mean? And the next thing you know, boom. That's another one where I'm just like, what is the reasoning? Like, I understand dick riding, obviously, and you wanting to get some weird clout about like something that I've created, or somehow you think this lie could perpetuate your ability to scam other people, maybe, probably, but like, you're not getting in America. I would not pick that lie over access to this country.
Yeah.
Like, you have a whole file with the FBI. And we're adding to it.
So that's true, right? Like there's like a case open against this guy by the FBI.
Yes.
So what's the playbook here? Like because I'm sure you've ran into these people in the music industry, these like weirdo managers. Yo, I got this opportunity, I got this lick, I got this job, and it's
of course.
they're hitting people,
always guys
leveraging
like that.
people's names, like. And I know you had some discourse. I don't know how
I think
extensive.
you call them club promoters now.
Yeah.
Just joking.
I'm sure you had some discourse with Sahil, but how does someone?
No,
like,
I didn't. That's the crazy thing.
You didn't have any.
I've never talked to him.
So what was the
Well,
lore
the
with?
only talk to him that I've had, the only thing I've ever tweeted, he tweeted me.
Yeah.
No, not tweet. He Instagram DM'd me after the whole thing, had been done like a day later, and was like, yo, why did you do that? We could have made millions together. And I was like, I just wrote back and was like, don't ever play on my name, and I'm gonna teach you a fucking lesson that you are gonna remember. And I'm still doing it. But like, that's our only conversation we've ever had, or conversation. You sent a message, I sent a message, and I blocked
and that's
you.
it. And how does someone like Caitlyn Jenner and these people like? Do you
I don't
not
know.
have a team like vetting? Because I'm sure with these guys in one conversation, you're like, all right, this guy's a fucking, like what
Weirdo.
this
Well,
is,
yeah, that's
right?
what my
Like you
manager
picked
said.
that up, right?
Yes.
Like,
I mean, my business manager did, yes.
Yeah.
And said he's weird. But what, before he even had the conversation, he told me like, I'm going to talk to this guy, and he whatever. And I asked my brother about it, and he was like, no, that guy's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Like, blah, 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 and told me all about it. So by the time he'd even got off the phone and I'd even said anything about what my brother said, he had already had the same vibes. You know?
okay, this is what I really need to know is who is your brother? Dox the Twitter, like you claim he doesn't have.
he really
Who
doesn't.
is your brother?
He really doesn't have a Twitter. It's so annoying. I wish he did have a Twitter. My brother is mad. It's
And
weird.
what's the lore? Like who is he? What does he know about crypto? How does he know about like?
Well, to be honest with you, like my family are really into art and tech, I would say.
Okay, word.
Like obviously I have like my dad's side of the family, my mom's side of the family. My dad's side of the family are all artists.
Okay.
And paint and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
like gallery showings and shit. So that's where I like get my love of art and
Okay,
shit
no
like
shit.
that. And then my mom's side of the family, everyone's really big into tech. Like my uncle, he developed a lot of programming and software for Sony Ericsson,
Oh,
a
no
phone
shit.
company in the
Yeah,
early
yeah.
2000s. He used to live in China for a long
no shit.
time, like about 10 years.
Yeah.
He had kids. All my cousins live in Australia now, and so does he. But
How many siblings do you have?
just my brother and a
Just
sister.
Okay.
Too. But I don't know. They've just always been really like into robotics and like
Yeah, okay.
mining Bitcoin or whatever the fuck.
Oh,
it
so your
is,
parents
like,
have been in this.
Yeah, like they're
Yeah.
they're in shit. Like my cousin, he does like robot like wars, and he
No
like makes
way.
the mods on the engines because the motors are shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not into robotics. So.
Yeah.
The motors that they get are like shit, so
But you, like,
you have to
super
mod
mod-
them, but he mods them and then he sells them. He came over here and did the like robotics under 18
No
championship.
way.
He won it, and he got to meet the president, and he all the robots that were versing their robots all had his mods on them. Which is so crazy. We're like, damn, you got to battle your own mods. That's crazy. That's crazy. But like, I don't know, like my cousin and my brother, like just because of like our family and the way that they're into that kind of, you know, shit, like they've just always been into it, like the boys. And then like my brother he talks a fucking lot, to be honest with you. He'll come sit next to me and be like, yo, you seen this movie? Like, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Why are you telling me the whole plot? I love you though. I love you. I know you're going to watch this. But but it's true. But yeah, so he'll just always tell me random shit about shit that I don't know. He's always watching weird, like, yo, this is like about people doing crack in like Philly. Have you seen this documentary? Like, and then we'll sit there and watch it. Like, he's one of those just like, he's an internet like stealth
and then
lurker.
that kid,
Like for real.
Yeah.
And so I just see shit whenever he's with me. Yeah. And so that's how I know about like all this shit. And we just started talking about, you know, meme coins because he knows I like shit posting and stuff, and was like, have you seen this shit? And yeah, that's really why, I don't know, it's a weird family, not of necessarily crypto, but just tech and being interested in that. And
the robotics floor is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, but that's how he started. Him and my cousin, they're just into shit like that, and they used to like mine coins together on the computer and build computers.
Yeah. So he knows what the fuck is going on. Yeah. So is he
My son's like, I want to build the computer with you because before this happened, he wants to do like CGI editing and stuff. My brother. Okay. And so he like built this really powerful computer they put together right before this. Now he's like, damn, am I in crypto? I want to do CGI. But like, yeah, I don't know. That's him. That's why he doesn't come out like and go on Twitter. He really doesn't have like a fake one he lurks with. He has to. You can't convince me otherwise. He doesn't. I mean, if he does, I genuinely don't know about it. That is wild. I genuinely don't know about it. I stopped following him on Instagram for ages because he doesn't post on there. He has unfollowed your brother posts on Instagram? Because he doesn't have any posts. That's crazy. He doesn't post. That's dirty work. Is it? Unfollowing your brother for the ratio is crazy. That is dirty work. Well, it is what it is. I unfollow my sister sometimes too. I don't think I follow her right now. That is actually dirty work. My sister's weird. She like does weird roller skating, like Tony Hawk shit. She hits her head a lot, like inline roller skating. She's weird too. She's very tatted, but that's hilarious. He's just a lurker. He's a stealth lurker. But so he trades crypto. Like he knows what the fuck is good. Like he's been trading this cycle or not really? No, because he didn't have any money, so he just watches. But now he's now he's in it. So is this the timeline? Is like Sahil uses your name, launches a fake coin, rugs. Well, he said he was going to launch. The timeline isn't even that. Yeah, what's the timeline? He had a conversation with my business manager. Okay. We get off the phone. My manager calls me and is like, this guy's weird. No, this was like 7. I launched it on the Monday night, and this happened on the Sunday. The conversation that sparked this whole shit off happened on the Sunday. And prior to this conversation, did you have any crypto conversations? Yes. Okay. Yes. We had a conversation, me, my brother, and my friend, like, had been going through this conversation about, like, meme coins, but they're not the thing that I would always hear about meme coins is that they die really quickly. And I was like, well, I don't want to make a coin that dies really quickly because even though I understand sometimes it's the nature of it, like, I don't know. I would feel like I had failed. Like still a bad luck. Yeah. Yeah. Like I don't like that. And I had spoken to my manager about it. You hadn't made any decisions or like. Yeah. And I had spoken to him about it and was like, hey, like I know he had the company. He's on the board of Artie, and so that's why I had called him. I was like, do you know anybody that's in the meme coin space that does that kind of thing? And he was like, I don't know. You know, like let me see with who I know, if anyone I know. And he was like, oh, I know Caitlin's manager. Okay. And that's how the Sahil conversation ever happened, because I guess he hadn't, like, I don't know if he had rugged it or if, I don't know their agreement, but at the time that my manager called and got the connect, they were happy with what was going on. Okay, so it was Sahil. Positive at the time. And then he had the conversation, was like, I don't know, that guy feels scammy to me. Like, that feels... You just know. Not right. You just know, bro. And I think he maybe had asked for some more information about certain things. And I had told him to ask about, like, can you do a coin with utility? Can you do... I had had some asks, and he didn't really have any answers, information. And he was like, I don't know about that. But you know, my friend here that manages Caitlin, they say that it's going good, so maybe he's, I don't know, is he scammy, is he not? That I talked to my brother, he was like, no, scammy. So we were kind of like, well, what the fuck is she getting paid? Within like 4 hours, they had called and was like, we're like, don't work with that guy, we're not getting
No
paid.
way.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, we're already not, because within, I kid you not, within 30 minutes of that conversation happening with my manager, I get a text message. I will literally show it to you. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, pop it up.
Please. Let's reach into the bag and let's pull out some facts. Because
let's get some receipts. Yeah.
Would you like to see this shit? My friend
if
was
you
like,
send them
yo,
to me at some
I'm
point,
on
we can
Telegram.
pop it up on the screen.
I'm on Telegram right now. And he was like, this weird motherfucker is trying to fucking pre-launch a coin. Did you sign a contract with him? I just told you he was a fucking scammer. And I was like, no, I'm not doing shit with him.
I guess I'm not too familiar with the scammer scene, but I don't understand the like taking videos of yourself on boats, posting or like flaunting that you're scamming people. Yeah, like that's worse than Twitter on the browser.
No, worse than Twitter on the browser. Twitter on the browser is lit. What are you talking about?
Can you explain that to me?
It's because I have always been addicted to shit posting, and so I'll just stay on there literally all day long, and the day will pass by and I won't have got out of bed because I'll just be shit posting all fucking day long. And so I tried to stop doing that so I could appear professional because I have companies launching. Yeah. So I got rid of my like Twitter and wiped it so people couldn't see my shit posting.
But isn't the shit posting good for
Well, it is
companies?
for this. No, it's not
Why?
good if you're having a real company. Do you think fucking VCs want to come and be like, oh, yes, you want $1 billion for your fucking seed round? Oh, she's over here making jokes about people's assholes? Like,
we're on the Sahil timeline, though, so...
Yeah, it really happened. It's a real thing. I mean, you saw what he was saying.
He's in contact with the manager. Yeah. He launches the coin that claims...
Well, no, he did some weird pre-launch on Telegram. My friends are on Telegram, so he was like, yo... This motherfucker just pre-launched a coin. Did you do a fucking deal with him or something?
Yeah, you're right.
That's them, and they're being like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, and I was like, "No, what? Why?" And he was like, "There's a fucking pre-launch right now on Telegram." Screenshotted it, sent it to me, and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?" So I sent it to my manager and was like, "What the fuck is this?" He fucking calls and tries to go nuts, but he doesn't even, that man's not picking up the phone.
Can't even pick up. Yeah, fuck no.
They call him 5,000 million times. No. Oh, you are.
And when it happened, did you realize like what had just happened? Like you knew what just happened?
I knew what just happened. And even the pre-launch, he like rogged and then was like
shit was out.
It was like 300 grand or something, I believe, that he rogged off just the pre-launch.
So you've never done anything in crypto before, but it feels like you
have experience.
You've done this before.
Well, I
attention
have a lot
economy
of hits,
being viral,
and you may argue that arguably a lot of people may not think I'm that talented, but guess what? I understand how to make something viral, and I understand how to make something stick in culture, and I have the longest running female rap, collaboration of all time. And I had a number 1 and a number 2 single, 2 songs that sat there for a long time. So it's like, in saying that, I'm not even saying that's because the song quality is so good. It's because I understand
your shit,
how to market and keep giving it new life. Even when I did that with Fancy, like I knew that I had to have a strategy game plan. When I would do that, I would make sure that every single week that chart would come out, I would have a late night show booked, and I would pick a moment from that music video to recreate in the show so that it never looks the same on late night. And it gave me a week's worth of virality to meme and go off. And then by the time it had run its course at about a week, you probably need a new stick on the internet because things run their course. Yes, I launched this based on twerking or like the clapping, because I know that that's going to work and catapult it to where it needs to be. But like to say that it's a coin about every time it goes up, she tweets about, I haven't tweeted my butt in a new content of that in about 4 days, and I don't need to. Like, let me check the time, because if it were only that, it would never work, because the attention span is too short on the internet and the moment goes too quickly. Like, you need to move on to building the persona of whatever the brand is, or in some cases it's a song in the past for me. In this case, it's Mother as a brand and what it represents, and you have to keep growing and giving new initiative. Like, that is what makes it work. So if you thought I was just going to be here like throwing ass in perpetuity, no. But I knew something about myself that would get me probably through the week, and it did.
I'm fucking with you.
That's it.
That was a bait. That's a clip. That shit was based. I have to ask this question. You might be insulted, but the biggest question mark for all these Caitlyn Jenner, Rich the Kid, Soldier Boy, who's tweeting from the accounts?
You know that.
Who's
it is
tweeting
me.
from the
You've seen
Iggy
my
account?
You've seen my account on my trap phone. You know, obviously that is me. Yeah.
From Safari is crazy.
From Safari.
It's crazy.
And I won't stop. From web, bitch. Read it. It says it right there.
From web. Twitter from web is dirty. All right, here's my
My
question.
old fans would always be like, Twitter from web again?
Yeah.
Her and that fucking iPhone 13. And I'm like, and I'm not going to fucking get rid of it.
13 is crazy.
Yeah, and what about it? And what about it? I accidentally, like I said, blew up the internet. So I have a lot of things that I like in terms of obviously the deals that I'm working on every single day for the coin and to progress it further and to solidify it and its life and get it to lift its head up and crawl or walk or run away or do whatever it wants. Like, I'd love for it to run away one day where it just has such a community that it
grow
is
up and go to college.
community. Yeah, I would love to see it graduate. But like, I think this is an opportunity for me in regard to the celebrity to like, I want to make the ticker names for them. I want to help make these things happen and give you like a strategy that would actually work and be what is fun for the crypto community. I don't want to see a single another ticker that is your celebrity fucking name, please. Oh my God, make it fucking stop. I want concepts. I want funny shit. Like, that's the point of what makes it good. Like, I think I could really develop things for these people that would benefit them and also make like the community more fun, give my life, my coin a perpetual life, give people a stamp, you know, of approval that they can trust when it comes to what celebrity projects to trust if it's that. And obviously my vision I have for the coin is a lot bigger than that, but just in regard to celebrity coin in particular, like that's how I see my role in it, and that will onboard so many more people into crypto too through their fan bases. But like, you have to come on the spaces, you have to be in the Telegram, we have to figure out
You're in the
what
trenches.
this is. Yeah.
So I said at the beginning that it feels like a 0 to 1 moment for like adoption, and I honestly, after this like hour, 45 minutes, whatever, I genuinely believe it. And I think people had always been excited about celebrities doing shit in crypto because there was this idea that somebody would come in with a large audience that know nothing about crypto. They would get it. They would do it the right way. Ideally, their fans would come in with money, and then they would signal to other celebrities that like,
This is a good space.
this is a good space. Come through me. Do it the right way. It hasn't happened at all. Like at all. That has not happened in the slightest in 4 years. It's just
now
been
it is.
continue. I'm curious what you tell these people. Like, let's say we don't have to say any names, but some large, massive billionaire, 100 million followers on Instagram, like comes to you and is like, yo, I see what you're doing.
Happened just last Wednesday.
I need to get involved right now. What do I do? Like, what do you say to these people?
First, I say that you have to wait because I have things that I need to do. But
Let me cook first.
Let me cook because I don't think I'm anywhere close to creating the type of trust that I need from the community. I think like I've done a really good job this week just being myself in that, but I don't think that any more coins, at least that I'm part of, I need at least like a 6-week launch pad before I'd even think about that, you know, because trust takes time as well. You can be genuine and do all the right things, but at the end of the day, it takes time. You should take time. I'm weary of people and trusting people in my life. Like, only time can tell.
So you don't feel like you deserve trust just because you have a large career outside of crypto?
Not necessarily, because I'm new in the space. So it's like, I love that you are trusting me. Thank you. You should. But also, like, I'm not mad if you still need more time.
Yeah.
That's valid. And so, because I know the work that I'm going to do, and I think that I can turn this, you know what I mean, in that time, and also have my coin be in a more solid, cemented place where then I can go and do these concepts and things for them. Also, I need to get the business of that done with them to where I need to make sure that structurally wise, like, they are not able to be in control of things that would be, you know, people withdrawing things that they shouldn't be or shit like that. Like, I have to make sure that it's not just that I thought she was a good person.
It's like, you know.
No.
Yeah.
Not only do I know, you do not have the opportunity to do the wrong thing because you don't directly, you literally contractually can't. like we would have to figure out some way, even if you wanted to withdraw, that it was laddered down or in a way that your coin can stay alive. And we need to talk about what that is. You're not.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it needs to be in writing that you cannot do it. And I need to figure out the structure of that, you know, with a legal team and all these things. But yeah, I tell them, yes, let's do it.
But
I have ideas. They're amazing. Chill. Let's start to walk along the pathway of getting initial conversations and contractual things done. And it's in the pipeline. But they come to me every day this week with it. And I think that I have some really genuinely like memeable ass. Oh, I wish I could say it, but like wet dream ass shit.
Wet dream
like,
ass shit.
For real. Like, oh my God, I wish I could say, but holy shit. I have the Holy Trinity and they're all connected.
I believe you.
And it's just.
It's beautiful.
It's fucking beautiful.
I believe you. That's huge.
It's like not three random things.
Yeah.
It's like, it conceptually, please, just let me cook. Just
let her
chill.
cook.
I'll make yours so much better than even mine. Just chill.
I want to get your take on this, and this is one of the sort of the last things I want to hit on is I'm curious if you see any similarities to like your time on the internet in crypto right now to like the early internet music days, like prime SoundCloud era, like when everything was
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's not rules. It's so much better. Like, Twitter's the reason why I have my career, you know? Like,
I love hearing
it
that.
is. I couldn't get any record labels to want to fuck with me no matter what people say. I'm fucking white and from Australia. They don't think that's going to fucking work, you know? Like, but they would let me go into writing sessions and write with people, but they were not like going to believe in me as an artist. They believe in the fact that I could write catchy hooks. That's what it was. But so I was like, I know these people at record labels, but they're just not trying to hear it, you know? Yeah. I would go up to the record labels and do the A&R's expense reports and tape receipts to pieces of paper just because I wanted to know them. So I'm like, I'll help you organize that if it means that you're going to put me in rooms with producers and stuff, and you know I can get to know people. And I made a song from that called Pussy. And I made a crazy video. It cost me $1,500. I shot it in the fucking rolling 60s in fucking Inglewood, and it was fire. And it had no views until I put on Twitter. Yeah. And Twitter was what made it blow up. And I would talk to everyone on Twitter the same way that I talk to them now, because I wasn't anybody to think I'm anything fucking special. So I'm just on there rocking with people like, you like this? This is sick. Like, I don't even have that giant of aspiration because everyone's told me it's not possible necessarily to be like number one or whatever. So I'm just here like glad I can even like do a show and get, you know, $2,000 in my hand from it at that point. But I just kept organically going so much and spending so much time with people outside of shows and shit like that, that like it just grew to be such a strong fan base for me that you couldn't deny the numbers of it. Even if you didn't think it would work, you respected the numbers. And so everybody started coming and wanting to give me record deals. And it's sort of like, in a way like this, but this is like the most extreme, like speed of light version of it with crypto, where it's like you come in a space, nobody really necessarily believes it in terms of like the gatekeepers. I don't know if they really even want to believe it, even though they say they want it. But now I'm here, but you don't believe it's me. Really, I am, in terms of it's me, like I'm doing the thing that you said you wanted. So it's like, okay, so how do you do it? You just have to make the numbers so undeniable that you have to fuck with it, because you can't not fuck with it, because the volume is going to make you money. So, and that's what you're ultimately here to do. So whether you fuck with it or not, I have to make it undeniable, so undeniable that you have no choice. But to fuck with it. And that's the same way it was for my musical career. I have to make it so undeniable, not necessarily in its quality, but in its community, and the want for the product is so, the demand is there so much
you can't turn away.
That you can't turn away, whether you think it's shit or good. Yeah. And that's all I'm trying to create here. The demand is so high that whether you think it's shit or good, or whether you like meme coins or not, you need to list this on an exchange because the volume is there. And that's it. And how do you do that? Same thing, just by rocking with the community, making it fun, engaging, giving them something that they want to go to every day, where they're entertained and feeling good about what they're doing, where we're all deciding whatever crazy shit. Last night, we hit 100 million and everyone was tweeting pictures of their nipples in my Telegram. Like, it's just stupid shit. Like, but you know what I mean? Like, it's shit that brings people together for real, and you really get like real friends and shit from it. That formula has always worked for me. I don't think I'm better than anyone. In fact, I know I'm not fucking better than anyone. So it's just like, as long as you can just do that, then you'll create an undeniable amount of people that will rock with you, that are really genuinely part of something. And in crypto, I think it's even better because it's like they're actual holders in this. Like, they actually have something to really gain.
They have real skin in the game.
It's harder in music because your only thing that you can give them of value is proximity to you. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Whereas crypto, I can give you proximity to me, but I can give you experience like music. I can give you proximity like music, but I also could maybe make you rich. And no number one song of mine is going to make you rich. No. But I can actually potentially do that if you are a holder and you're in this and you play it right. That's a fucking big pool. I do understand that, you know? So like this interests me even more, where I'm like, whoa, there's even more at stake. If you can move people when they don't even have that at stake, it's just proximity and experience, then imagine what you can do with
that on top.
This. Like, I want to know what you can do. I'm about to find out as far as I can take it. What can you do? Let's see this social experiment. I mean, I see a lot of people saying like, it'll be interesting to see if she sticks with it. I'm like, it's interesting that you think I fucking wouldn't, because you don't know I'm a fucking terrorist. Like, oh, I'm such a terrorist. I will, unless it hits 0 in this bitch, if you didn't notice, and it won't. Why would I ever stop? There are a million times even throughout my career with music when people were like, wrap it up, she's done. I never stopped. Even when mainstream stopped listening to me, I didn't fucking stop. Like, I am a terrorist and I will not be fucking stopped. I just won't be. Tell me no some more. I love it. It makes me wet. Like, I'll keep doing it. Talk your shit. Ooh, I love it so much.
All right, I'm going to get attacked if we leave this podcast and I don't ask. Tell me about the Vitalik tweet. I don't know if you understand. That might be like a top 5, top 10 all-time crypto Twitter tweet. Like, tell me about the Vitalik tweet.
I mean, I woke up and everybody on my like phone, on my real line, not like Telegram or the internet, like my actual line was like, yo, like maybe you should ask him like to chat, and was trying to be really diplomatic about it. But I just think like for me, it's not that deep. Like, just so everyone knows, like I'm not mad at this man's opinion, whatever. I question what you're doing with gas money. So it's rich of you to have an opinion about charities and hospitals, whatever the fuck you're saying. I'm like, that's rich. Let's talk about the gas fees, but the gas tax. Okay. Maybe some people shouldn't have an opinion sometimes, but I respect that you made something. Don't get me wrong, I do. It's not like I'm not like, we got beef, but peace doesn't pay. Peace is not profitable. We're in meme coin world. If I'm going to do something in the meme coin space, I have to honor the way that it should be approached. And I don't think it's by being necessarily diplomatic. Like, I think there's a perfect time to make a meme off this. And so I'm fucking gonna, and that's really it. So I have to, you know, like I have to, because you've left it open for me too with your essay. That's all. I know it's not particularly about me, but I think it is particularly about me, to be honest with you. And that's it. And I hope he can see it and respect it. Like, it's not that deep, really, but you know, respect the culture. You're not in Solana. That's not your space. So I don't know that you necessarily like
hating from outside the club a little bit.
You're a little bit hating it from outside the club. I know I just got in the club, so I'm not saying that I can speak for the whole motherfucking club, but like the club can't even handle me right now. So I think I felt what you would all enjoy would be me dunking on that and swinging off the rim a little bit. And so that's just
how many like memes or concepts did you draft before posting that, or it was one and done?
Well, my automatic reaction when I saw it, I went on my Telegram and I was like, well, now everybody want to be like Mike. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you're saying some shit that half of this shit I'm already doing, and the half of the shit that I'm not doing is because I'm only 6 days old, bitch. So give me a fucking second to breathe. Holy shit.
That's insane.
Can I catch my breath first?
I know. First day out here for real.
God damn. Like, but yeah, so when I said it, I was like, yo, actually, can y'all make me a meme, a like Mike meme? And they did. They made me a lot of other memes too within my Telegram chat, but some of them just seemed like they were too, some memes are too serious where I'm like, I don't know, I feel a little bit of butt hurtness in that meme, or this is a little too, I just was like, I just want something light, but still like.
Hits hard.
Suck my dick.
Yeah.
Essentially. But I do love the titty. I was like,
would you let him recreate the meme?
No. No soup for you. I love Seinfeld. I'm old. But yeah, no soup for you. But I don't hate the guy. I just think maybe we should have people in Solana commenting on what's going on in the Solana space.
It's funny how all the ETH people got shit to say.
Yeah, I'm like, aren't you?
And then the Solana people are like, Iggy started a revolution. Like,
yeah,
the energy
exactly.
is so
which is
different.
why I'm just like, I only care about what Solana thinks about this. I'm over here on Solana. I care about the Solana space. That's what I'm trying to develop. And respectfully, you can have your opinion. That's fine. You're entitled to that. But you're not even in this ecosystem. So, suck on the titty.
Suck on the titty. So it's late. I know you got places to be. I think this is like the last point I want to hit on. I kind of just want to like emphasize this point a little bit. It feels like the celebrity meta up until this point has been like, I can make a fuck ton of money in crypto in a week, in a month, in a year even. I can make a lot of money fast in crypto. But just from hearing you, because I've been tuned in and talking to you today, like it feels like you are looking at this is not just I can make a lot of money in crypto, but I can like disrupt an entire industry. I can change the meta.
That's all I've ever wanted to do in my life. I can like plant
my flag as like Iggy was here, she was early, and she was right.
Yeah, that's all I've ever really wanted to do ever in anything. Like, I've always been so obsessed with just like pop culture and its moments. Polarizing figures is something I'm really interested in. Like, my dad would always say to me when I was younger and I would want to make music, and he'd be like, you have to remember your job as an artist is not to make people love you. It's just really to make them feel enough emotion that they have a reaction. And it's to be polarizing. And the greatest people of all time, they're all polarizing. The greatest moments in pop culture, they're all polarizing. They're not fucking boring. They're not PC or politically correct. And it's like, neither are meme coins. It's primed to be cemented in pop culture. It's primed to be polarizing. It's geared towards what I've always wanted to be able to achieve out of something. I want an forever moment in pop culture that cements it, whether you hate it or love it. Like, you just can't deny that you remember it and you were there and it was fucking crazy. That's what I want. So that's what I'm going to try to do.
Oh, that was fucking based.
That's it.
All right, before we wrap, last question. It's like the worst last question ever, but what's coming? You said the Holy Trinity, like mother's cooking 100 more.
The Holy Trinity is coming.
Also, thank you for coming. Like, you came on.
No, of course.
Speaking to your manager, you're fucking busy.
Yeah, I was busy.
I
was late. I felt so bad. I'm sorry I was late.
It's like 1:20,
late.
and you fucking high energy. You pulled through. You cooked. First of all, thank you for coming.
No, thank you for coming out here.
I think crypto Twitter is gonna fucking love it. But just like some final closing thoughts. You don't gotta dox the Holy Trinity, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna dox the Holy Trinity.
You're on a heater right now, like
because you'll thank me later that I didn't. Like, I will never speak a word of this. I haven't to anybody that I like in crypto. Like, nobody. It doesn't matter how much I like you. I'm never telling. I will never tell.
When you get them on the pod, I'll call it even.
Yeah, I will.
I'll call it even when you get them on the pod.
You'll thank me because part of this is chaos. You don't want to know. Don't start a rumor. Yeah. A rumor's a lie. After this, I'm sure there'll be a lot of rumors about who it is. Or I heard Iggy say it. Iggy didn't say shit, and she's not going to, for your benefit, so it can come out and you can enjoy it and it can explode. That's the fucking fun of it. I don't want to take that away from you because I love you. I will not say, but. Really, I think the next big thing for me is with me launching Dreamvault and then with me launching Unreal Mobile.
We didn't even talk about it.
We didn't even talk about it. Right now, actually, they integrated Mother already on the payment system for Unreal. So
Really?
already right now you can go to Unreal and you can pay in Mothercoin for your phone plan or
Maybe
buy an iPhone.
we'll save that for podcast number 2.
Yeah, you can literally do it already. Which so I'm like, let me fucking breathe. Goddamn, I just haven't tweeted it because we haven't reskinned the site or anything to the new social campaign. And I'm like, it's got weird, ugly art, and I don't want people to think that I have anything to do with that.
Weird, yeah.
What's with the bananas? If you ever go on the site, you would see. I was like, people have iPhones down there flat, so this doesn't work in society anymore as a signal for phone. But it's okay. We love them. We bought the company.
We're getting there.
It'll be great. But yeah, for me, that's really it. Like, I want retail. I do want retail, and I want payment integration. I want to integrate meme tokens as much as I can into these systems that obviously take, Solana or whatever other, cryptocurrency you're using, fine. But like, I want meme coins, especially the ones that I'm involved with, to live on platforms where it does become retail. I want that, and I think that that's an amazing kind of like utility that future coins could have if I can, make this happen in as much systems as possible. Like, what about Live Nation? If we start doing artist coins, why couldn't they integrate token into payment? They could. I know stable coin, we all talk about that, but like, they can fucking put their dick out and do it. If fucking, I don't know, let's pull a name out. Who do you want to go see in concert?
Anybody, fucking Drake.
When
Drake coin.
If Drake had a coin and he's doing a whole tour, there's no reason Live Nation can't integrate his fucking meme coin into the payment system. Why couldn't he? Why not? I want to see it. I want to see it. And I want to fucking make it happen. I'm going to fucking make it happen. That's what I want to do.
Thank you for coming on. I honestly mean this when I say it. It was a total meme at first, but I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, think that you could and probably will be one of the most important things to happen to crypto adoption.
Well, thank you. I hope so. I will try my very fucking hardest. I promise you that.
And I'm just extending an olive branch.
I mean, you got to think about it too like this. Like, I'll say this too. Like, I am actually not stupid, obviously. I like stupid shit. Cool. So do a lot of people, I think, on crypto Twitter. That doesn't mean they're dumb.
Yeah.
We like degenerate shit. That doesn't mean you're not intelligent. If I'm willing, I'm not a stupid bitch, right? Yeah. So if I'm willing to go out there and do the clappening and sacrifice myself, because it is like, sacrifice me. Like, I do legitimate business. Do you think I really want to sit in a legitimate business conference with businessmen and they're like, how's the clappening? Like, of course not. I'm not taking that fucking L. Could we just talk about that? Like, I died on this hill for you with my ass so that the
clappening is insane. Could
take it somewhere serious. Like, that it was a personal sacrifice. Know that. Like, it gets real weird in these streets. I don't have the attention is not the reason. It's the vehicle to get to legitimate business that I see a future in. That's it.
The clappening is insane, right?
The clappening is happening.
Also, the last thing I'll say is one of the most important parts of it too isn't just who you'll onboard.
So I get the meme. That's all I'm saying. That's my point in saying that. Like, I get it. Like,
you know what you're doing.
I knew what's going to happen.
You know what you're doing.
I know. I'm not a fucking idiot. But at the same time, I wouldn't do something that idiotic that I know will go that viral just to fucking do it. Like, I'm doing it to fucking... Sometimes you got to get places in a shitty car.
Of course.
But does it get you there?
Of course.
It gets you there.
Shit fucking drives. And I think
it drove us there, and we're all safe.
And we're alive.
It got us there safe.
Even maybe more important than the people that you onboard down the line, the holy trinity, whatever it is, you showing that celebrity and music artist doesn't mean fucking dumbass for crypto, and you can't figure it out is really important. So
Please.
The narrative can die.
Let that die.
Let that die.
I knew what it was. I didn't do shit back in 2021 because I knew what it was. And I know what it is now, but I'm still here doing it the right way. There's no reason for anybody to get in any business, crypto or otherwise, and they don't know what that business is. Why?
So from this day forward, there's no excuses for my manager scammed me. Oh, I didn't know what was happening. I thought it was just a promo tweet.
The internet is free, baby. The internet is free.
The internet
have no excuse.
is fucking free. And on that note, I'm rugging this thing. Thank you all so much for pulling up. Thank you all so much for listening. And most importantly, shout out to Iggy Azalea for joining us on the pod at 1:20 in the morning. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.